Right, game crashed. We needed to end anyway. Not a huge loss. Need to take one more place. Oh shit. I went too close to the priest. My invisibility got dispelled. Group of clerics there is quite good, so I don't think I want to pick a fight with them. I have nothing really to gain from that. Worthless. We can leave. I am sort of curious about something. Can I dominate these? Yes. The weird AI caused me problems. Yeah, this bullshit AI caused problems. This horseshit, let's shoot at the guy who is supposed to be our friend. They don't use their gaze attack against each other. That's another thing I don't get. Are they supposed to be immune to it? It's only possible. There's no way I'm getting through them unless I sneak, so... Are they blocking the path? Pretty thoroughly, yes. This is by no means worth this. Right, so we can't even take control of beholders, but we can use beholders as beholders. That makes any sense. Whether it makes sense or not hardly matters, it's what it is. So, horseshit what it is. Takes all the fun out of it. Right, have to figure out other things to entertain ourselves. Other spells, other combinations, other abuses. The best thing we can probably get in this game is the
Yes?
cloak that reflects magical damage against the caster. That could be our only way to take out certain type of opponents in this game. But that's we're not gonna get access to that for a while. I have to
Yes?
use spells no matter what.
I hear.
47,250. Lost an item, gained an item. Ooh, a shield of shieldness. 20,000 away from level 18. I rest here. Right, now we go to the Cult of the Unseen Eye, rob the place, and report our success. We'll get to level 18, and I'm not sure if we'll get anything after that. In some ways it's actually a problem, because I don't get access to those high level abilities, but the enemies scale my level, so I'm making things worse for myself. Balls.
You are a great and wonderful being for what you have done. May the gods smile upon you forever for doing this for that creature.
Yes. The traps? No. Ooh, low resistance in a scroll form is useful, very useful. I might have to fight against a few of Gaul's knights here. Still, sure it matters. We would try to dominate Gaul himself, have his allies hacked to pieces. He's the only one that really matters. Leader of the cult. The rest will fall with him. Okay, where's the guy? Probably just up here because we were invisible. Hello, Mr. Gaul.
Come back! The Unseeing Eye has been come back! The Unseeing Eye has been killed, but not all is lost!
Well, it seems pretty lost to me. Yes. Looks like we're not going to be able to take control of any of them. But let's try. Yeah, it just isn't happening.
Kneel and repent.
How the hell can you cast? Well, the silence isn't gonna last forever, is it? Ah, maybe paralysis though.
Cast off your old beliefs and be saved.
They seem to be reluctant to attack him. That's the problem.
To the disbeliever.
And yeah, I can't do anything anymore. Finish him. Finish him? You just finish him. For fuck's sake, just do it. Thank you. Okay, it was worth a belt of Constitution 18. Yeah, thank you bunch.
Why do you persist with your false death? To the disbeliever.
One more elite guard captain. Familiar spells. Rubbish. Probably should sell some of these spells. Not like I can use them anyway. I suppose distraction, especially the undead, would be great distractions. They last a long time. Highly magic resistant. $921 and we'll get a level up. Yeah, we're going past 3 million, no problem. So we'll get access to high level abilities. Additional weapon proficiency. What exactly do I have? Short sword and a katana? Maybe 2 weapon style? Not that it matters. There are quite a few good long swords in the game. Less attack penalties when fighting like we currently have these abilities. Oh, high level abilities, right. Energy Blade, Improve Dragon's Breath, Summon Planetar, Dark Planetar, Comet, all unacceptable. We might have to choose them. Improved Alacrity is useful, I suppose, but yeah, it would save us a little bit of time, but that's not that useful. Extra spell slots, yeah, that is definitely wanted. At the same time, it could prove useful. Erases the pause between casting spells, so we could use this and then do whatever we need to do to get that charmed target charmed. Lower their resistances and just charm them. So it has some convenience. It would also be the only 9th level spell I actually have. I have 6, 7, and 8, no problem. So extra slots are welcome, but not necessarily mandatory. But it will take a long time to get a 9th level spell otherwise. So I think this is actually a sensible thing to do here. You can take immediate use of the 9th level spell. Only lasts for 2 rounds, which is fine. Casting time is somewhat reasonable with us though. because it targets a caster, so I don't think I'll lose my invisibility if I start casting this. I can immediately hit them with a couple of spells. Right. What's the next level? Uh, it's 375,000, I think, each level after this. With the rest, we'll take extra spell slots as much as we can, and that's pretty much the only thing we can do. It's the last one. We done? We can go home. What next? Planar prison. Has to be planar prison. Boots of speed alone will be very useful. It allows us to manage situations in a lot of places better than we can with our current speed. I mean, we can haste, but there's a limit to how many times we can do that. Right. After that, it depends on the spells we're gonna get. I still need control undead, otherwise I'm fairly worthless against anything in Umar Hills. Windspear Hills would be better, not good. There's the secret rune base we can enter. There's a lot of tough fights. We would have to kill a powerful mage and a beholder there, otherwise we can't escape. So not something I would easily go into. The reward would be a staff that gives us invisibility on demand, so a good one, but again, not exactly something we would be ever really dependent on. I do want it, but it can wait. Kangax the Demi-Lich would be another. I just don't see how the hell I could kill the Demi-Lich itself. Need a +4 weapon. Well, I can kill it easily, but how can I get someone else to kill it? The only way I can see it is that he kills himself with imprisonment or something along those lines. Other than that, I just don't see it.
Your return was foreseen, though what you would say is unknown.
45,000 experience points, reputation increase, 10,000 gold, and an item of item miss. Ardulia's Ball. Targets must save versus spells at +3 or be slowed for 2 rounds. Well, whoop we do. Well, 7,000 gold is honestly useful. So I might complain, but it's actually mostly good.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Of course you have. 20,000 gold. That's with the terrible prices, without the ring, human influence. There isn't really all that much for us to buy at this point, though. Yeah, I do need to take on a powerful wizard again. So anything I could use? I need more breach spells. There really is no... Is there another spell that could remove these? Protection from normal weapons, protection from magical weapons? I don't think so. There's a lot of spell protection removal, but not the physical protection ones. More or less we would have to rely on something like a Nishru that sucks up their spells. Some kind of special ability to get goes through their spells, like spell immunities. Wishes might do that. That's something I hadn't considered. Usually, things that you can't normally do, a wish might allow you to do. Right, still things look fairly good as far as I can see. Our word silence is sort of worthless. Every mage will have a counter to that. It's good against divine casters, not against mages. Maybe a Nishru. I know we have a Haki Hashar, but there's no... The guy will have Death Spell. Death Spell is guaranteed to get rid of summon creatures. If we want to rely on that, we'll have to have more, and I don't want to rely on that. Do I though? Here's the problem. Since I need to use something else to kill him anyway, I need to drain him from a lot of spells to actually get something done. So this spell draining enemies would naturally be a good way to deal with that. It might be a good thing in other ways. Uh, it because the moment they see an issue, they will try to cast a death spell. So that might give us openings to do other things. If I have basically some kind of unit at my disposal that I can use for attacking, that would be a very opportune time to do it. Right. So maybe we should
stop dipping into me own ale.
just think it in a little bit of a different way. He also needs to have multiple death spells, otherwise I will suck him dry out of open magic. Anywhere I can get more spells? I don't think so, unless I get lucky and find some. I could fight Cowled Wizards, but I don't think that's worthwhile. So, I don't recall the wizard's name, doesn't matter. He has Hair de Lis and the Dimension Gem. I'm not touching the sewer adventuring group until the Lich in the sewers and Maycraft has been taken care of. They're the important targets. The adventuring group might have something interesting. And that's it. It'll have equipment that I could sell. But they might also have spells I could use right now. Alright, the door should be somewhere here. Okay. 3 bookshelves. That looks promising. The target is here. The side passage will have Yan Tea, I think. Right, so if we get a good Yan Tea, that will probably be the best thing we can hope for. Does it detect us? No. McRat. Already has stone skin though. Might want to get the imps to do something now, so they don't get involved in the fight here. What are we talking about? Greater Yanti to Yanti, Yanti Mage, Yanti Mage, Yanti Mage. Yeah, okay. What type of trap are we talking about? A lightning bolt, not good enough. I'd like the greater Yanti. No idea how I'm gonna separate it from the 3 mages. You can kill the weaker Yanti. Confusion spell might be worthwhile in a situation like this. Divination. Okay. Let's see what we can do to lower resistances first. Haste, improved invisibility, strength, spell sequencer, this and that. Magic Grit. Beautiful. The beautiful son of a bitch. How about a magical weapon? Right, I don't care about the 3 mages there. We don't need to kill them. Right. I might be able to protect his ass by turning it invisible.
You need something, stranger?
Protection from normal weapons. That's a bad choice in this situation. Ah, what a shame. This is how things are supposed to go. You pick a correct assassin and you don't have to fight so hard. Pick something weak like an imp and it's a huge struggle to do anything. Rather resurrection. The resurrection isn't useful, but it's a action. It acts as a full heal, so that's amazingly good. Yeah, imagine some kind of a tough boss fight, and you have your killer. He's gonna get his ass kicked sooner or later. The ability to heal him back to full combat strength is valuable, and it's not. That's something I can't repeat through any other means. So it's either that or nothing. No trap? Yeah, I took care of it already. Probably did. We still have 3 mages to take care of.
Ah, my head spins with sullen fire and strange, lurid notions instead of memories. But what is this?
Contingency. Ooh, new spell. Looks like some kind of a spell shield. Spell deflection. It absorbs the spell effect. Doesn't reflect shit. Not impressed. Right. What to do with you? They'll at least waste some of their spells. Okay, Hashar cannot be affected by those type of spells. I'll give them Nishru too. What happened? The anti-mage died. They're starting to kill each other. Yep. Show. Here goes the second one. Go finish the last one. And suicide. Shrug. Save versus polymorph. Carrying crawlers. Right, forgot that thing exists. Doesn't do damage, does paralysis. Well, it does do a little bit of damage, but barely, like 1 or 2 points. That's a questionable summon to use. You do it for the status effect though, so in that sense it could be used. But I'm sort of against that. Right, I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm not going to use it. But it's definitely, it's not gonna do damage. It's, you do it for the status effects. Hey, lost control of Greater Yanti. Still, it is there for if we need it. It was very, very good. It's nothing amazing. It doesn't have a huge amount of hit points. It doesn't have any special ability, but it does exactly that one thing you need to do. Hit with a sword. Hit accurately, hit often. Planar prison is a challenging place. Things can go wrong there.
Ah, I know a discerning eye when I see one.
We're getting terrible prizes out of these, but I don't really care. Switch the rings around a little bit, get a better prizes. Same time, we're not really interested in buying anything out of this guy anymore. Right. We could also try to kill liches. But in order to kill liches, we're more or less aiming for the demi-lich. And I think you do need to take care of the demi-lich before you can loot the sarcophagus he pops out of and get the ring. I think we have everything we need to at least try it, but no. No. Want to stay on target. Planar prison. Planar prison is a one-way ticket. We have to complete it successfully, otherwise we are not coming back. I suppose I can do the preliminary work to that. So
Yes, sir.
next time we basically try it, we have the planar prison only in front of us. with the appropriate spell selection. We do need to do a little bit of fighting before we get into that, but that's mostly just buying time. We don't literally have to really fight. We need to just avoid dying, really. So that can be easily arranged by simply moving around a little bit. But we should switch spells, please. Ability to strip the warden out of spells is absolutely vital. Improved alacrity will be useful. Simulacrum could be. I honestly have no idea if it's going to be. As at the same time, simple stun is equally worthless, so I'm not sure any of that is going to be useful. I don't think we have the luxury of doing something like a Hakeash or spell turning, sure. Warding whips, sure. Rests aren't really useful anyway, so it's not exactly a good spell selection. But we have no good selections either, so it's gonna be some kind of a mixture of this crap no matter what we do. At least one true sight. Might have to tank the warden too, so protection from magical weapons. Also useful against other opponents there. Forward silence might not be a horrible idea, because I don't know, I'm sure it has a counter of that. However, it has to counter it. Probably immune to spells of under a certain level anyway. So we're more or less trying to disarm its magical defenses, make it easier for others to kill it. Might have to tank it a little bit, but that's more or less it. So at least a couple of breaches is mandatory. Protections and dominations for ourselves. I have no idea if this has any chance of working. It probably has magical resistance. I need to recast the sequencer. All spells must be of level 4th or lower, so no good. I think we would need the 8th level one to be able to cast anything too useful. Don't really need contingencies. Well, we could use it, but it's not that important. Maybe chaos. No. It's a good spell, but not here. There are no undead opponents. Protection from fire might be a good one. Hold monster might be a good one. Yeah, 5th level has a lot of stuff we should be using. We could give up spell immunity. Get lower resistance. Also buy low resistance as scrolls whenever possible. What about here? Hold person is nice, but we can't rely on it too much. Haste is nice. Protection from normal missiles might be useful. Although pretty much everyone is using some kind of improved missiles at this point. Dispel magic could be useful. Normal haze could be useful. Everything could be useful. Also, we could have more than one ally in this setup, so they would be neutrals and would be affected by this type of haze. This more or less looks fine. I don't think we need knock anymore. Resist fear. That could be very useful. Very, very useful. And here we can't really do much. Right. I'm not sure if this is exactly perfect, but it's probably good enough.
Hello, me good smiling friends.
One full day of rest. But we're not gonna go into the prison this time. I'll start the portal.
So, we meet in brighter times and better places, I see.
So you return, and our dark-haired Elise, his feathers shattered by your hands, has preceded you. Haired Elise, everyone, gather round. The stone is ready to begin the summoning.
Right. Right. We more or less just have to survive this. Health is something we can afford to lose. Anything that doesn't require us to rest. Good enough. Survived long enough. Hercules is dead.
I trust all this.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's a good thing Hercules died. I don't like it.
So, we meet in brighter times and better places, I see.
So you return, and our dark-haired Elise, his feathers
I
shattered.
have no idea if it has any negative
Haired Elise,
consequences.
everyone, gather round. The stone is
I
ready
don't
begin
want to
the
find
summoning.
out. It's easy enough to keep blasted him basically alive here. So let's keep him alive. I need a distraction more or less. That's it. I can also use my own body to simply block them inside. Anything to buy the time necessary.
I trust all this.
Much better. And I'll leave things here. There's an immediate fight when we go through, and it's probably one of the better, tougher fights inside, because we have to fight against an entire group of people. The other fights are against a demon and 2 air elementals, and then the warden, a demon.